All right, so interviewing Jackson Rain at the Revolutionist.
Nice.
That was fun. Have you seen the show?
I've been meaning to all year.
Been meaning to. It's only been a year. It's on every day.
Every time. No, actually, it's not. We went there, and we were there at 7 o'clock. We're going to get some good seats, and they're not open.
Yeah, I had that problem. Like the first time we went to see it, we put the kids in the car. We all go there, and we went in. We had one of the brochures, and we were in line, and there was a woman arguing with them, saying it's on the sign and it's in the brochure. And she's like, "But there's no show." And she's like, "But it's in the brochure." Yes, it's in the brochure.
But there's no show.
Is there a show? There's no show. And she had no explanation at all.
advertisement.
Yeah. Well, but anyways,
Anyway,
I got
well.
to go see it and
Yeah.
stuff. And I've actually seen it 2 or 3 times. And
I've been wanting to.
it's
so
really
badly.
good. It's really good. Well, it's changed a lot. Earlier in the year, it was very dubsteppy.
No, cool.
Yeah,
See, that would have been fun to watch.
That's their thing. And so they played that music. They almost all of them wore some sort of makeup and gothic look. And I thought this isn't going to last in Branson, but it became really, really popular.
Nice.
So,
So they
like a different take.
They listened to their comments and they changed it a little bit.
Well, I don't know if they listened to their comments
Oh.
or certain people were let go or left.
Do
or,
this.
Yeah, or they changed who was in the show and stuff. So it's pretty good, though. They added some comedy to it.
Nice.
There's only one guy wearing the makeup and stuff. In fact, I'll be talking to him tomorrow or so. Nice. And so they've changed the show a little bit, but it's magic. Like, do you like magic there?
Hey, of course.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You know. What's your favorite magic trick?
That quarter comes out of my ear.
Really?
I have no clue.
Money? It's always about money with you.
It's always about money.
Clean your ears. Really? No, that's really your thing?
No,
Or- like, what do you like to watch it, or does you? I don't like
Magic.
to watch it. I perform it every single day.
I love watching magic. I don't know if you know this, but I like watching you perform and try to figure out. I don't. You know that you do
I don't watch
magic.
myself.
You don't.
No,
Oh,
no.
oh, okay.
I really
well,
don't.
it's. I always try. I don't try to figure it out. I want to be stumped, and then when I get stumped, I
right.
want to try to figure it out. And whenever I try to figure it out, I can't figure it out. Sometimes I'm like, oh, and then when I do figure it out, I'm disappointed.
You're disappointed.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
just
that's
don't
what I
want
always
to.
say.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I'll get people, because when I work on ships and stuff, they'll bug me. They'll say, that trick you did, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? And the problem with working on a ship is that you're there with them. Like when I do crossings across the Atlantic there, you're on the ship for 6 or 7 days without land. And so you're with these people, and it's a curse. If I do my show at the... Well, there's 2 different ways to look at it. If I do...
They ask you?
Yeah. So if you do your show at the beginning of the cruise, you have a whole week of people asking you and knowing who you are, which isn't bad. If you do your show at the end of the week, then you're the creepy guy that is by himself at the pool all the time. So usually I try to talk them into letting me do it in the middle, because the people are not really, really bored yet. But they come up and they'll bug me. They'll say, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? And sometimes it's so irritating that I'll tell them.
You just tell them?
Yeah, I'll tell them, but I tell them in a very technical way. Well, first I do a double lift, then you're doing what's called a Pharaoh shuffle here, and then you're doing this and a French drop. And as soon as I start explaining it, like they glaze over, like when you talk about the Lords of the Rings and stuff. That's how I look. But it is a huge disappointment to them.
Do they nod and be like, oh, of course?
Yeah. My favorite thing to do here in town is when I do a trick and people come out, you've seen like my orange thing that I do. People always want to know how that stuff's done. And so they come out and I say, well, how do you think it's done? And so I said, I'll tell you if you get it right. I'm not allowed to tell you. It's the law.
Yeah, well,
whatever. I'm just too lazy to tell you. Yeah. And so I will ask them their theory, and they give me their theory, and it's always so convoluted, and it involves like electronics. It's always electronics, and it's strings, and it's mirrors,
Oh my gosh.
and it's so complicated, and it's just a complicated story, and I'm like, you could have just flown on the Hawk and been there. No. And then I say, and so I asked them how I do it. And so they tell me this long thing, and then finally I'll go, no, actually, when I looked at you, I reached in my pocket and pulled it out. That sort of thing. And it's kind of frustrating, really. But
I've had people come up to me and ask how you do some of the tricks that you do on the boat, and
Really?
the big your big finale that you do have. They always come up to me. It's like, I saw 2 of them on the boat. They're twins.
Yeah,
They're
right.
Twins. And I was like, yeah, you got them.
Yeah,
They're
right.
still, one of them stays in the back while he's in the...
yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh,
like the Prestige. Like I've always said, I have twins, and we were joking when they were born, I wanted them to be identical because I said, we will keep this a secret and they will be the best performers ever. Can you imagine that?
That would be mind blowing.
I would keep it of course people around here would know, but I would move to like Vegas or something and never tell anybody and they would do amazing tricks. Wow. That would be awesome. But
if only you had twins.
Yeah, I do, but you know.
Oh, yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
They're just many people.
Yeah, but there's a boy and a girl. Even though there's a boy and a girl, I have their picture on my DVD, you know, of them in straitjackets and stuff. And even though it's a boy and a girl, they'll say, is it a boy and a girl? Yeah. Are they twins? Yeah. Are they identical? No. Almost. Some of them have extra things.
Different dads, you know.
Yeah.
Wait, that does happen.
I suppose. But anyways, back to the magic real quick. So seriously, like, do you have like a favorite kind of magic or something?
One that stumps me completely. It doesn't have to be wear props, or it doesn't have to be simple or huge. If it stumps me completely and I'm just in awe, and that's my favorite.
What stumped you? Give me something that you've seen that stumped you.
Oh man. Okay. It stumped me completely. You know what? It's little things. It's the little things too. The rubber band. You have the 2 rubber bands?
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Really?
It's like awesome. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I want to do that, and I just don't see it. And then the rope.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm trying to figure it out, and I just can't
figure it out. Yeah, you know, when I teach that. I teach that on one of my DVDs, that rope thing. You pull a rope through your neck. And when I had to explain it, it boggled my mind because I couldn't understand how it worked.
So
like I know how
the loop and
I'm not gonna explain it now, but
well, that was you explain it. Then you pull and ta-da.
Yeah, you put it behind your neck and you wrap it around. You pull through, and it seems simple, but when you're doing the move, when you're doing the thing, like it, in my mind, it shouldn't work. Like it. Like I don't know.
So I
do it with a chain too. Okay. Did you see when I do it with the chain? And
I saw that. You were in the engine room.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That was so loud. It's so loud in there.
Yeah, it's loud in the engine room. But yeah, so
man, no, I have no clue. And those are my favorites. My favorites are the ones that I absolutely cannot figure out. If the first time that I see something like I said, the one with your grand finale that you have, I loved it. I loved it until some favors were asked, and I was like, oh,
that's right. You were part of it. I forgot.
I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I forgot you help with it.
Yeah,
you wait, because there's a new kicker coming for next year.
Nice.
That I'm working on, and it's for the people that have seen the show before. Because I always get these people. I've done that routine for just about a year and a half. So what's that, like 600 times? And
602.
Something like that, yeah.
Definitely.
And so I'll be doing the routine, and I'm performing on stage. And by the way, when I'm on stage, I'm never thinking about what I'm doing on stage. People always ask me, do you have to concentrate and stuff?
Is it routine for you? Like
it is, but it isn't. It's just natural, I guess.
Cool.
So I guess that's routine. But like the rope routine that I do that we're kind of talking about, magicians will come and see this rope routine, and they'll say, that's one of the most complicated rope routines that you can do. And you never look at your hands. You're talking to people. You're carrying on conversations. And you're tossing the rope up and down when you're supposed to be holding it very still. And they're like very baffled. But it's because I've done it thousands and thousands of times.
So muscle memory on top of you doing it. It's just, but that's impressive. I mean, it just means you are an expert of it.
Yeah, well, thanks. But my point was that when I'm doing that routine that you're talking about, I'll look out in the audience and I'll see somebody get nudged. And they'll point at where the thing is going to happen. And so I came up with this idea that next year that whole situation will happen, but it won't be the same revelation. That will be my MacGuffin.
Oh man, you're going to trick people who are trying to
I'm going to trick the people that think they know how the trick is done.
What is that called? Not sleight of hand, but misdirection?
Sleight of tongue.
No. Misdirecting the misdirected.
Oh, I'm just going to screw with them. I don't think there's really a term for it.
Oh my gosh.
Because the part that they think is the kicker will never happen.
Awesome.
And it'll be a completely different part.
So it's, what do they call it?
It's a trick within a trick. It's the inception of magic.
What do they call it? Yellow herring? Or red something?
Brown. It's a brown wizard herring.
Brown wizard herring.
So, hey, go see The Revolutionists.
Yes. do so.
I'm talking to you.
Oh,
go see The
You
Revolutionist.
should go too if he likes it. That's awesome.
Yeah. And Jackson, who we're talking to, is setting a world record this weekend. I know he'll do it. He has to get out of a straitjacket over 49 times, I think, in 1 hour.
When is that happening?
Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Saturday or early in the day, and people that go to that get a bonus ticket for the evening show.
Nice.
So you could go see that and then go to the evening show, and he's setting the world record. It's really tough. He talked
awesome.
about it. It's like real deal. Like they measured him and stuff.
Wow.
To make sure that the straitjacket is legit.
So is there a judge going to be here?
There is. They're videotaping it from several angles. He said there's going to be an official, and he has to do it a certain way, and the jacket has to fit him a certain way. It has to be put on him a certain way. Because some people cheat.
So what is it going to be? What's the record going to be?
49. 49 is the record, I think.
And he's going to try.
And it was set by a girl in England, I want to say, that
they know magic
just talked
over there?
about. No, she's not a magician. She just did it for fun. So she wanted to set a world record, and that's what she chose to do. He is beating a girl this weekend.
Oh.
So getting tied up and beating a girl. So be sure to watch it. I think it's going to be awesome. I know he'll do it because he's really, really good. He was a bartender at the Magic Castle, as you heard.
Wow.
And I think it'll be amazing. So go to The Revolutionist. He was great talking to him, getting to know him, how he got to Branson. And you need to go see the show.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll talk about it next time.
I am off Wednesday. Sorry.
Anyways.
Miércoles. Sorry, it was coming.
French again. Yeah. All right, go see The Revolutionist. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.